ladies and girls of River City. If you've been wondering what you should be doing with your hair, if you have long hair and you know you're not going to be wigged, I thought I would do a brief explanation of rag curls, which is how I get my hair to curl. Uh, this is my natural texture right out of the shower, air dried, not even brushed or anything. So my hair, as you can see, is very, very straight. I call it militantly straight because no matter what I do to it, it seems to just return to this. I discovered rag curling and also setting lotion, which I'll get into, a couple years ago, and discovered that with no heat processing whatsoever, I can get big, bouncy, juicy curls out of my hair that actually stay, are soft, and look great. Especially for this production, we want the look of a big fat sausage curl, a ringlet, as opposed to a spiral perm kind of look where you just have this sine wave thing going on. So anyway, I'm going to walk you through the process of rag curling your hair in case you've never done this before. Now, you can do this with just two ingredients, fabric and hair, and there are a couple other things that you can use to help you along. But if you have hair that's already wavy, curly, sets easily, then you probably can just let it be a little damp or even all the way dry and just use the rags to curl it. So for the curling rags, I like to use cotton. You can use whatever you have on hand, but I like to use either flannel, which is what I will be using because I already have some, or just a cotton muslin or something to that effect. And it's real easy to get the strips. I've got a piece of thin cotton right here. So what you do, sorry, I've never done this before, the whole moving left to right thing is a little confusing to me. Just make a little snip in your cotton, and the fun thing about cotton is you can just rip it and it rips right down the grain line. So you've now got a long strip. For my hair, because it's so long, I like to have strips that are, I'd say, 8 to 10 inches in length. That's a little more on the 10-inch side. But once you roll it up, you know, it takes up a lot of room on the fabric, and you want to make sure you have enough left over to tie. So, like I said, you can do this with just your fabric strips and your hair. Also, it helps to have some sort of clips to pull the sections of hair that you're not currently using out of the way. If you want to have a cute little hanky to wrap around your hair when you're done, that always helps. It doesn't really do anything to help the curls, but it helps you feel cute. So I brought my little, I couldn't find a hanky, so I brought a little fat quarter, which surprisingly I have all over my house. Imagine fabric all over my house. And this is my magic potion setting lotion, and this is, there you can see, Lotta Body setting lotion. You can get it at Sally's. It's fairly inexpensive. If you would like to try it and don't want to commit to a whole bottle, let me know and I can put some in a little spray bottle for you. As per the directions, depending on how curly and difficult to curl your hair is, that's you use a higher concentration of this. I use it straight out of the bottle. If your hair takes to curl and styling a little easier, then you can dilute it with more water. So you can kind of experiment. It's not going to hurt your hair no matter what you do. So you can use a little more concentrate, or you can add water, use a little less concentrate. That's up to you. And I am not going to put it on my hair right now because I'm not super committed to it being curly today. I just want to show you how to do it. I would recommend parting your hair the normal way you part it, or the way that you want it parted for this show. I'm going to do a side part. My natural part actually is somewhere around here. So let's brush through this mess a little bit. And I think I mentioned before, my hair is very, very difficult to curl, also because it's so long and because I do color process it. I do not use heat on my hair, I do not blow dry it. I do not use curling or flat irons on it because I would be way too afraid that it would break, and don't want that. Alright, so having brushed through your hair, you can go ahead and part it where you like. I think that a nice clean part is good for the period. So you can see, if you look at the dirty blonde part of my hair, there's my part right there. If you've used curlers before, you know that the more curlers you use, the smaller curls, tighter curls you get. I'm going to use fewer curlers so that I get a thick curl. Also because I'm lazy, it doesn't take quite as long. Now the way I've parted my hair, I'd say it's fairly even on both sides, so I'm going to go a little bit more to one side with my part because I'm going to do 4 curls on this side and 6 curls on this side, and I won't make you watch me do the whole thing, but let's just get a couple started just so you can see. So if you're able, it's best to part your hair very evenly for each piece, almost as if you were going to cornrow it or make a bunch of tiny braids, something like that. So the next step after parting your actual part would be to go about where you would wear a headband. So for me that's about here, and do a horizontal part there, so that I'm trying to show it to you, so that you have now a front kind of quadrant and a back quadrant, and then the other 2 quadrants would be on this side. So just continue to evenly divide your hair in multiples of 2, basically. I'm not going to take the time to do that right now, and I've done this so many times I can kind of feel the amount of hair I need. So I would recommend, depending on the length of your hair, taking like a 1 to 2 inch little section there. I don't want to take too wide of a section because my hair is like more than 3 feet long. Now, for the direction of the curls, you can either curl up towards you or curl, I guess that would be away from you actually, but curl down towards you. And it doesn't really matter which you do, but you do want to at least have them all going the same way on each side. So whichever way you roll the first one, continue to roll it in that same direction. Hopefully that makes sense. So I'm going to take my first little rag here and kind of find the middle of it. And I know this may be completely insulting to your intelligence because it's a very simple idea, but if you've never done it before, it is a little daunting. So I'm rolling. I've got the end of my hair, and if you have really, really straight hair, you want to make sure you get the very tip of your hair wound around that rag. Otherwise, you will have a beautiful curl with like straw sticking out the bottom, which is what usually happens to me when I use other types of curls. Alright, so as I go up, continue to roll until I've reached my scalp. This is another area which you kind of have to make a choice. Do you want to roll it all the way up, or do you want your curls to kind of start here and, you know, be kind of straight down to here? If I do that, mine are going to fall out and be flat, but most of you are probably fine rolling your hair up to probably only about there. And I think you've probably seen me come to rehearsal with my hair like that. So if that's as far as you're going, then you just need to tie off your little curl. And there it is. And if you don't want to go around like that all day, you can pin it back, you know, get it out of the way, whatever you want to do, wear a hat over top of it. But you've got that nice secure curl right there. So go for it and go ahead and roll mine all the way up, and that's going to be more of a, a naturally curly look. Now I will post some pictures of some photos of Edwardian ladies and young ladies who have the ringlet curls, and they usually don't go all the way up. Um, I'm just doing this because, like I said, my hair's so straight. I want to give it all the chance it can get. So if you roll it all the way up to your head, you have something like that going on, which is very cute. So I am going to pause for a moment and put the rest of my hair up, and then after a while I'll get back with you and we'll take it down and you can see what it looks like. And let's cross our fingers that hopefully it comes out the way it usually does. I didn't put setting lotion on it today, but it should at least, upon immediately being taken out, look good. Also, if this works, I've never done a video on my computer before like this, but if this works, I'll also do a little makeup tutorial in case you're wondering what, how much and what style of makeup to go for. I hope you have enjoyed the first segment of my rag curl video and enjoy my messy house in the background. Alright, I will get back with you very soon. Alright, we have one curl left to go. You'll see that I decided to do some of the curls that start lower down, just so you can see what that looks like. You can leave them loose like this, or you can start with kind of a gathered ponytail and curl them up to the ponytail holder, up to you. I did want to show you something. If you are concerned about being able to untie them without tangling everything, untying the rags, instead of dividing it in the middle like that, start rolling, I'd say about 2.5 inches from one end. So start rolling your hair. You see how much is there. We'll get it eventually. Way down there. And see how I keep getting these little spiky things? That's what I was talking about, where the end of your hair will go like that if it's straight. You can dampen it slightly or use a little bit of hairspray, or if you have the setting lotion, that works perfectly, to get it to kind of be under control and wrap around there. So here, let's wrap around our last curl. And so you can see I've got a really short piece here and a really long piece here. And what that will allow you to do is to tie a little half bow. So take your long piece and pull that through when you're tying it, and it'll make one little bunny ear. I don't know if you can see it. It's very difficult to see, but you know how you could make 2 bunny ears with tying your shoes? That makes one little bunny ear. A little piece of trivia, that's how people tied bows in the Elizabethan era. If they were tying something together, like tying their sleeves on, which often their sleeves were connected by being tied on, instead of doing the two bunny ear knot, they would just do one bunny ear, like that. There's your history and fashion trivia for the day. So we've got this one tied up down there, so that's going to be really easy when I go to untie it. I just have to find the edge, there you go, and pull it out that way. Now I get to roll this curl up again. I'm going to roll it up a little higher than I did a minute ago. So again, here's our long piece that's going to become the bunny ear for one-eared bunny. And pull that through, and one loop. There we go. And now I'm super cute and ready to go out. So you can do whatever you want at this point. If you have to go somewhere, you know, put your little handkerchief on, and you can be Rosie the Riveter. There we go. Do your little, like, we can do it. Oh, there's my arm. Or you can just say, you know what, I've got rag curls in, and that's how it's going to be. You can do that, or tie your little hanky around it, or whatever you want to do. Anyway, let's let these set for a little while, and then we'll take them out, and you can see what it looks like. Alright, who is ready to see some rag curls? Let's cross our fingers that they came out. I'm just going to take out a couple of them at first to see how it went. So I will start with one of the ones that I rolled all the way up, and I usually just pull it out like that because that makes it spring up. So you can see, even with no product in my hair, that it's got a pretty good curl. Need to wind it a little bit to get it all going in the same direction. But there you go. We've got a nice little spring curl. And that is very difficult for me to get my hair to do. So this is a really, really effective way of creating those curls. So let's look at one of the lower ones here. So this is one of the curls that I didn't roll all the way up. So you'll see it's the regular straight hair here, and then just a nice curl at the bottom, so that we can get that nice smooth look here with all the curls. So let's see how fast I can undo them. Couple more. What have we got under here? Oh God. And there you go, you've got curls. And you can style them for the younger girls, pin them up, half up, so that you have those nice ringlets coming down, or for the older ladies, myself included, we can pull it into our updo, and then you always have these little guys that can hang down there. And I will look for a good updo Gibson Girl tutorial online. If I don't find one, I will make you suffer through another homemade one. But there you go, my hair, which hates to curl, full of big bouncy curls with absolutely no product whatsoever. Had I used the setting lotion, they would be much tighter, and they would stay quite a bit longer. Another option that was period appropriate, if you have hair that's already curly or wavy, or if you do this to your hair, curl it, and want to brush it out so that you have frizz, that was actually also a popular texture for hair. People would texturize their hair with curling, crimping, basically what we would call a curling iron. Of course, it was not electric. You would put it in your fire like you would a regular iron to get it hot, and then use it in your hair. So curling tongs, all sorts of things, just to give their hair a full, fluffy texture. I'll try to take some good pictures of my hair once I style it. But other than that, there you go. There's your rad curls. If you have any questions, just let me know. You can comment, or you can send me a Facebook message. Alright, love you ladies. I will talk to you soon.